Shalom, shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Wahab Rakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and honors to you brothers out there in the highways and the byways, teaching His word in all sincerity and in truth. Now, Proverbs 22:3 says, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil, and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished." All right. Great evil and judgment is coming to this world, beginning with Babylon the Great, which is a miracle. Okay? And the Lord is going to use and is using these elites to orchestrate a lot of this evil that's coming down the pipeline, or the Abkeo. Now, I'm sure you've seen these so-called wildfires in LA. Now, can a wildfire or do wildfires occur so-called naturally? Yeah. Can they be weaponized? Can they be created artificially? Yes. And both those occurrences is ultimately still the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Whether it be so-called natural causes or by the hand of man, is ultimately the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And you're looking at these fires and you see, these celebrity homes burning and they're all over the TV straight away. It's always a red flag when these people are all over the TV. Because these celebrities are tools for psyops. Your spider sense starts tingling when they start making a show of it. But either way, had me come across some information about LA and the agenda going into smart cities, man. And one way, if you want to build up this smart city infrastructure, obviously you can build new infrastructure over the old, or you can burn the old down and build the new. And this potentially could be what we're seeing happening in LA. They burning down the old to bring in the new. Just like I believe brothers was bringing out the flood, some of the flooding that was happening down in New Orleans or something like that was also linked to a plan to rebuild the city, but with smart infrastructure. And so, everything is ultimately going to lead to time of Jacob's trouble and MOTB, and we go over this over and over again. It's all prophecy unfolding. Now, the scripture here says, he hideth himself. Well, the scriptures say the name of the Lord. In fact, let's get that. That's why we got to believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We got to believe in Yahushai, his son, because no man cometh to the Father but through Yahushai, and have faith, man. All right, this is Proverbs 18:10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous, which our righteousness is of Yahushai, our righteousness is of him, and our belief in him. All right. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. Now, I came across this agenda for 2028, which is pretty much right around the corner, for LA to become a smart city. And this started back, I think, I found videos because I was searching it, and you can find videos going back 7 years, speaking about this. All right. So this ain't nothing new. And all these major cities, this is the agenda. Smart cities, 15-minute cities, whatever. I just want to play this clip. Uh,
Hi, my name is Ted Ross, Chief Information Officer at the City of Los Angeles. As you know, we live in a world full of urban challenges, from traffic congestion that takes our time and pollutes our environment, to natural disasters that threaten the safety of our communities. To address these challenges, Los Angeles looks to smart
natural disasters. That's and that's what we're seeing, right?
city technology that can positively transform our urban environment. While not a silver bullet, technology provides solutions that were previously unavailable to the generations who lived before us. It is technology that enables transparency in our policing and gives a powerful voice to our diverse communities. It's technology that innovates alternative energy sources to reduce pollution and limit our carbon footprint. And it is technology that provides ultra-high-speed internet connectivity for LA residents and businesses to do amazing things. Technology enables the city of LA to efficiently and ethically improve the quality of life for our residents, businesses, and visitors. In other words, when done right, technology makes us smarter. That's why the city of Los Angeles strives to be a smart city. And there's never been a more important time for Los Angeles to be smart.
Yeah, the city of Los Angeles strives to be a smart city because this is the agenda of the power elites to use smart technology to enslave the people. That's what it's all about. It's all about enslavement. All right. It's not about liberty and uplifting the people. Quite the contrary. It's about hardcore slavery, control, as Apostle Gabar says. You know, but they gotta nice it up. They gotta sell it to you.
And now, as we prepare to host the world in the 2028 Summer Olympics and Paralympics. Technology has transformed almost every facet of our lives. According to the Pew Research Group, 81% of Americans connect with each other through handheld smartphones, and 71% are active on social media. Our nation has fundamentally become digital, connected, and online. Likewise, at the City of Los Angeles, technology is fundamental to how we function in managing traffic, planning our communities, engaging our constituencies, and protecting our residents.
So when we talk about the MOTB infrastructure, this is what we're talking about. They've built up a digital infrastructure, all these different elements that's going to come together to form the MOTB system. But the key to locking you into that system is human microchipping, the fourth industrial revolution, the fusion of man and machine to bring man into the system.
Coordination of both existing and emerging smart city technologies, we are positioned to transform the way we live, work, and move around LA. In LA, we believe smart cities are much more than software you purchase or sensors that you install in the cityscape. A smart city is an integrated, intelligent, urban ecosystem comprised of multiple ingredients that must work together for the benefit of the public. This would include, first, smart city infrastructure. This is the physical technology used to deliver smart city technologies, such as Department of Transportation's ATSAC traffic management system, which uses 4,500 connected traffic intersections to reduce travel time by more than 13%. Or the Public Works Street Lighting's 165,000 LED street lamps that saves $3 million a year in electricity. Second are smart city data tools. This is the ability to share information across the smart city.
And if you listen to him, yeah, I've never watched this video before. This is what if you watch our algorithms that we've done on the MOTB, we told you in order to achieve this undertaking, all right, where we at? You can't just manufacture a chip and put it in people. It doesn't mean anything. All right, it doesn't mean anything. You have to build an infrastructure around it. Right? If you're gonna control people's buying and selling and their every move, you have to have a system built up in order to support that. Data, collecting data, processing data, actioning on data. You need real-time connectivity. That's why you got your 5G, your fiber optic, low latency communication so that you can communicate in almost pretty much real time. You need massive processing capabilities. You need massive data storage capabilities. You need ubiquitous RFID, ubiquitous sensors, ubiquitous internet. Like internet's pretty much everywhere now. Wi-Fi is everywhere. And you see them building up that infrastructure for a reason. Okay. And he's talking about that, all the different aspects of the infrastructure that's going to come together to make one interconnected intelligent system for your enslavement. All right, and the key to you being in that system is gonna be your MOTB, which is gonna have your digital ID and all that kind of stuff, right? Revelations 13 and 16, and he calls it all, right? This is why they constantly speak about inclusion. The new world is inclusive. Everybody has to be a part of it. The banking of the unbanked is another term they use. No one left behind. All right. They cause of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You're not going to be able to partake in the system, the goods and services that is within the system, unless you have that mark, which gives you your permissions to access goods and services and travel and all that stuff. All right. So he's saying what we've been saying.
Need it where you need it, such as Sanitation's Clean Streets program that proactively improves street cleanliness across 6,500 miles of LA streets, or our Data Science Federation, which every semester matches university data scientists in training with LA urban challenges. Third is Smart City Digital Services, which are the apps and websites used to digitally deliver city services to the public, including the award-winning MyLA 311 mobile app, providing access to 1,500 city services through your smartphone, or the Shake Alert LA app that provides up to 45 seconds of advance warning of a coming earthquake.
And all these apps, that's why they want to make that one super app that connects everything. And this is what you're noticing, like, for instance, right, over here in the UK, let's say you got a bank account with Halifax. Now what you can do is you can actually manage your NatWest bank account. You can manage your bank accounts from other banks in the Halifax app. A lot of apps now allow you, like even the Uber app, a lot of apps allow you to interconnect or interoperate with other areas of your life from within that app. You might be dealing with one app and it'll say, "I'll connect to your banking app," and it will help you to do this, help you to do that, right? So these apps are now all being designed around the key word, which is interoperability. And that's for a reason, because ultimately you're going to be able to use one app and connect and use all the other apps. And that's where you get a super app. You go into Alipay and these things in the East. And now you got Elon Musk, who's going to spearhead the X.com model, which is going to be the super app for the West. All right. And that's going to interoperate with your Google and with your Facebook and your Microsoft. They're all going to be interoperable and interchangeable. Okay. That's how the system works, man.
Fourth, our smart city connectivity and digital inclusion. This is the work that we do to ensure that all LA communities and businesses have access to the internet. It includes the distribution of over
They need everyone to have access to the internet, because the internet is how it's the lifeblood of the system. It's the flow of information and communication, and that's the only way the system works. So they had to build the internet. Was very important. Internet. It was very important to have it everywhere. Wi-Fi everywhere. You go into a shop, there's Wi-Fi. You go into a coffee store, everywhere. There's pretty much nowhere you can go now where they don't provide you with some kind of Wi-Fi, even for free. It's just everywhere. All right.
5,000 computers by the city of LA.
And then with Starlink allows you to have internet literally anywhere on the planet. The unicorn. Because you got the internet cables, but the internet cables is not how you get internet to the remote areas in the world. The remote areas of the world receive internet through satellite. And that's why they're making the Starlink. Because the Starlink, again, spearheaded by Mr. New World Order, Elon Musk, the Starlight allows you to have that connectivity anywhere in the world, which is necessary.
To families in need through our Cycle LA program. And finally is smart city governance. This is how we coordinate investments in smart city efforts across all of our 42 city departments. In fact, the city of Los Angeles is a founding member of the I3 consortium, along with the University of Southern California and 90 other partners, which has built an open source Internet of Things data aggregator as a smart city data marketplace.
The Internet of Things.
As you can see, LA's vision for becoming a smart city is already becoming a reality.
So the Internet of Things is also linked with what's known as the Internet of Bodies. So you got the Internet of Things and the Internet of Bodies, and this comes together as one system.
As a 3-time United States Digital City Award winner, the city of Los Angeles has been investing in the infrastructure, the apps, and the data tools to be a globally recognized smart city. But as technology evolves, so our smart city must evolve too. That's why we have developed our Los Angeles Smart City Strategy, known as Smart LA 2028, as a roadmap to the 2028 Summer Olympics. It includes 56 new goals that use technology to transform the way we live, work, and move around.
You know, and these are all things that we've spoken about all over the years. So this is an example of the Internet of Bodies.
Internet of Things, where inanimate objects can be connected to the internet and each other. But in 2016, academic and author Dr. Andrea Matwishin took it one step further, coining the term Internet of Bodies, or IOB. She describes it as a network of human bodies whose integrity and functionality rely, at least in part, on the internet and related technologies such as artificial intelligence. That might sound far-fetched, but if you have one of these, you're...
You know, and the first part of that is your wearables, and the next part is going to be the internal devices, which the chip is going to be one of those devices, because there's other devices they're going to put inside of you, you know, medical devices or whatever, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, man, this man is the devil, man, you know. The Internet of Bodies. All right. All these camps that's coming up against the truth, man. You know, real soon, the truth is going to reveal itself, and they're going to be looking stupid. You know, this is how it's going to be, man. This is Habakkuk 2 and 2 says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So you see me like, oh, when this MOTB gonna drop? Like, because we're waiting and waiting, like decades. Yeah, but it's all in the Lord's timing. But regardless to the fact, you can see it more clearly now than a decade ago, or even 5 years ago, how rapidly the infrastructure is being built for this undertaking that's gonna come down the pipeline. You can see it. All right. You know, this is from 7 months ago, and you got CNBC International doing a piece on it.
Already part of the IOB world. There are 3 categories of IOB based on the device's level of integration. The first generation is external, things like smartwatches or rings, which use sensors to track our steps and heart rate, or smart glasses.
That's the first generation. That was to ease man in.
Function as cameras, headphones, and monitors. The second generation is internal. These are devices you ingest or have implanted. Think of pacemakers with digital implants, smart prosthetics hardwired into patients' nerves and muscles, or even digital pills that transmit medical data after being ingested. Finally, there's the third generation. These devices completely merge with the body while maintaining a real-time connection to an external machine and the internet. One of the most notable companies in this space is Elon Musk's Neuralink, which is developing a brain-computer interface, or BCI, called...
And they just gave this guy, he's like the right-hand man to the next witch in office, man. You see where this thing's going?
The link. The coin-sized chip is implanted under the skull, where it can read a person's brain signals and allow them to control an external machine.
I had to use like a mouse stick and stuff, but now it's all being done with my brain.
Neuralink's first test subject, who was paralyzed from the shoulders down, used the device to play chess on his laptop, although a few weeks later, Neuralink reported some malfunctioning. Proponents of IOB devices say the benefits are clear. They'll improve body cognition and function, improve healthcare, and allow for significant cost savings for people and corporations. But where some see benefits, others see risks. Even the original article coining the term warned of the technology's flaws. For one, data protection will be paramount. Many of these devices will be able to track, record, and store personal information. Critics argue that if governments and companies got their hands on this data, they could use it to...
Notice over the years, they always try and be balanced when they're pushing these agendas until they're not. So they'll try and make it look like, yeah, you know, these are the good parts, but, you know, there is, you know, critics that say this, you know, it could be your privacy, but what you'll find is the closer they come to the full implementation, they'll start toning down on the risks, and they'll now start making it look like the benefits outweigh the risks. It's just like now people are way more receptive to the idea of a digital ID than they were 15 years ago because of the way they've, manipulated the world. People are more ready for it. So now when they talk about the digital ID, they they don't have to be balanced. They can just give because people ain't worried about privacy because they've built up the crises to the point where the supposed solutions that the digital ID bring seem just like they outweigh any risks. And this is the whole purpose of these psyops, man.
On citizens or turn them into revenue streams.
The day is gonna come where when they bring this MOTB down the pipeline, it's gonna be marketed as salvation. This is the solution. The benefits outweigh the risks. So don't worry about it. Don't you want to eat?
There are also concerns around dependency, addiction, and personal safety. Former US Vice President Dick Cheney, for example, admitted that he had his heart implant's wireless function disabled in 2007 over fears that assassins could use it to cause a fatal heart attack. There are also ethical questions to consider. Could we see a world in which the rich are augmented and the poor aren't? And philosophically, will IOB challenge our notions of human autonomy and self-governance? Who will be responsible for monitoring the risks? Most IOB implantable and ingestible devices are regulated by agencies such as the Food and Drug Administration in the US or its counterparts internationally. They have a set of rules for things like cochlear implants or body part replacements, but IOB consumer devices are not under their purview. The recent emergence of these devices, their fast boom in sales and their varying capabilities somewhat explains the current patchwork of legislation at regional, state and international levels. However,
let's see if we can find anything else. Oh yeah, I had this that I had searched before. So human microchipping, right, and smart cities. Just to round it off, it says human microchips could be used in smart cities to provide access to services and information. However, they also raise concerns about privacy, security, and data protection. And like I said, they will always, for now, give you these concerns. But as they run the PSYOP, these concerns will be the benefits are going to perceive to outweigh the concerns. This is what's happening. Yeah, that's what Order Abkeo is all about. The benefits: access to medical information. Microchips can store medical information such as allergies, medications, and antibiotics. This can be useful in emergencies, especially for people with diabetes, Alzheimer's, or cardiovascular diseases. Okay. Access to services. Microchips can be used for contactless payments, access to gyms, storing emergency contact information, blah, 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 blah. Access to locations. Microchips can be used to access locations such as doors and provide access to transportation systems. These are the concerns, right? So privacy. Microchips can store sensitive information such as medical records, financial information. This information could be stolen by hackers or used for intrusive surveillance. Okay, and that's why the AIs are going to be the guardians of this new system. The AIs are going to be basically put forward as the solution to hacking and all that stuff. The AI is protecting the system. Skynet. This is where it all comes from. And then a lot of this hacking that's going on, it's Esau the one that's running it. It's all that have on, baby. Do you know what I'm saying? The AI governments, you're gonna start seeing more stuff about politicians are corrupt, police are corrupt. So you know what? The best thing to do is have an AI govern the police, have an AI govern the government, have an AI govern the company, because they're more ethical and infallible and all this bullshit, It's what they. This is why they're showing you all these things. This is why they're so-called exposing all these different people, because they want the people to not trust in people anymore. Hey, no, don't trust in people because people are corrupt. Hey, how about you trust in this AI that these same people created? Because the AI it won't lie. The AI doesn't care about money. It cares about you. Anyway, control. Microchips could be used to control and manipulate the people, and exactly that. That's really what it's for. Some potential uses of microchips in smart cities include access control. Microchips could be used to control access to buildings, blah, blah, blah. Payments, right? See? Microchips can be used to make contactless payments in shops and restaurants, and tracking. Microchips could be used to track missing people, fugitives, and people who have fled the crime scenes, like these illegals. Okay, so this is what's coming down the pipeline, man. And if people can't see it, then you can't see it, and then you're gonna have to pay the consequences. But this thing is being rolled out, and I believe these fires in LA is part of it, man. It's gonna be part of it. They can rebuild quick, you know, start putting in them towers. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.